Welcome guys. Without wasting any time, let's start the topic. So today's topic is reduce method. So reduce method basically used at a place where you have to take the elements from an array and come up with a single value out of them. For example, this is our array, and if you have to take this array and you have to iterate each and every element and find out sum of all these elements in this array, or maybe just try to iterate array and find the largest or maximum number inside this array. So we are going to find the sum of this array. To do this, we have to make a function. I'm going to give the name of this function is output, and this is our array reduce method. So reduce method takes two arguments. First is callback function and other one is initial value. So this is our callback function. Callback function also takes two arguments. First is accumulator and other one is current value. Return accumulator plus current value and our initial value. Console output. So this is the sum of the array. Okay. Now some of you might be thinking, what is accumulator and current? So accumulator start at 0 or any initial value you provide for each element in the array. The current value is the current number being processed. So this is current value is a current value, or current value is the current number which is being processed in this array, and the accumulator is the running total of the sum as you go through each number in the array. So in each step the accumulator holds the sum of all the numbers processed so far, and the current value is the next number in the array. Does that make it sense? If it not, let's break it down further. So this is our initial value. Okay, and you go through each element in the array, update accumulator. For each element you update the accumulator based on some operation you define. For summing, it would be adding the current element to the accumulator. Finally, the reduce method returns the final value of the accumulator after iterating through all the elements in the array. Okay, let's see from the beginning. This is our array and this is our function output. This is our array, this is our reduce method. Reduce method takes two arguments. First is function, callback function, and other one is initial value. This is our initial value, and callback function also take two arguments, accumulator and current value. So accumulator holds the value which is being processed in the iteration process, and current value represent the value which are stored in the array. Like this is our initial value and this is our current value. 3 plus 0 3. Now this is our accumulator hold 3. Now current value jump next value. Now this is our current value 15, and 15 plus 30 15 plus 3 18. Now accumulator our accumulator is 18. Let's use another example to illustrate how the reduce method works. To do this, let comment this function and make another function, and we are going to make a function to find out the largest value in this array. Okay, so output, the function name array reduce method, callback function, parameters, accumulator. Let's give it a name max. You can give any name. It is not mandatory to give a name accumulator. You can give any name. And the second parameter is current. Now if our current value is greater than max value, then store current value into max value and return max value and our initial value 0. Let's console output, save it and see the result. So 911 is the largest element in the array. You can see 911. And if you want to see the smallest element in the array, we can flip the situation, and now it is 0 because it is 0. And lots of you guys may be thinking 0 is not present in the array, but I told you that our initial value, accumulator holds our initial value, that's why it is the smallest value in the array. So reduce method is a very useful method. In lots of scenarios you can use, or you will use in real life project where you want to find the greatest element or smallest element and so on. So that's it for this video. I hope that you understand. Thanks for watching.